We're going to get going pretty quick. How is everybody doing? It is fucking Wednesday, July 30th, and I thought it was Thursday, so I am super stoked. Somebody gifted me 24 hours. That's how much I've been working. So I don't even know what time or day it is, and we'll take it. If you guys are tuning in, I appreciate it. Holy moly, the month is ending. It happened so quick. We're going to get into all the things. If you want to come up on the show, go to, I don't know, my X profile, go to the abstract page. There's a link. You don't need to turn your camera on. You can come talk shit, bring some alpha, do whatever you like to do. But we're going to be here for it. Tune in, stay tuned. Don't tune out. Give a like, give a share, do whatever nice people do. Here we go.
Lucky to be in the side bus, when it dropped in line. Lucky to be in the side bus, when it dropped in line. Lucky to be in the side bus, in the side. Lucky to just be in the side bus, in the side.
Yo, check it, I'm catching that wave. Fuku's the name at the game on the stage. Fuku's on shine, watch me light up the night. Digital dreams, yeah, we taking flight. This ain't just art, it's a hustle, you see. Bitcoins and brush painting wealth digitally. Yeah, I'm stacking these tokens, making my move. In this new world, baby, watch how I groove. We in the cloud, it's a virtual space. Fuku's the future, setting the pace. With every drop, we rewrite the rules. The step back, we the kings, no fools.
Lucky to just be in the side bus, when it ride bus. Like nobody else other than us in the side bus, in this ride bus.
Yo, check it, I'm stacking these blocks. Fuku's the name is taking over the clock. Superhedron shining, they got that glow. In the crypto hustle, we steal the show. Digital walk, yeah, we making it real. Every NFT drop is a part of the deal. Bitcoin thing, watch it rise like the sun. Fuku's a movement and we ain't done. Virtual territory strong, our style. Superhedron's on display, come and stay for a while. This ain't just money, it's a cultural shift. Get on our level, come and take a lift.
All right. Let's get into it. What is going on? Thank you guys for tuning in. I had about a 13-hour workday, and I am just finishing doing a bunch of super fun stuff. And it's interesting because it's behind the scenes stuff, and I like to keep it that way. And the work that I'm doing, people won't notice till it's showtime. But when it is showtime and we have to do things are going to move at a different level, and everybody's going to have this aha moment like, okay, this is showtime. This is what it's like. So I am bringing some method to madness, and it's been fun, but it's a fucking shit ton of work. I'm clocking over 100 hours a week, every week for the last, 3 months now. I've only been home for 3 days in the last 90 days. And all I am doing is working, and the work is continuing. But there's some awesome payoffs at the end of this workflow. And it's not money. I mean, the money's good, but It's not about the money. It's about when this project turns on. And what do I mean by turns on? This is we have a stage, and this stage has about 230,000 addressable LEDs on it. There are a team of software engineers that have written their own code to shade and control all of these LEDs. The structure is 60 feet tall, 80 feet wide, 20 feet, 60 feet tall, 80 feet long, and 20 feet wide. And we have DJs from around the world coming to play upon this stage. And what's interesting is it seems like a shit ton of work. But the minute the lights come on and the speakers kick in and the tracks start to drop, thousands of people start to gravitate toward this piece that we are creating. And faces light up, and people, most of the time, every night we go out, there are people that say that was the best night of my life. So to be able to deliver that type of magic to thousands of people is really fun. So that's what I am behind the scenes doing. And it's fun. It's a lot of work. But the payoff, when you see faces light up, it's this payment to your soul as an artist, as a creator. When faces light up and they have that aha moment, like, wow, this is amazing. It's like, yeah, it is. It's super fulfilling. I guess it must be like Beeple when he sells an artwork for $60 million. That's very exciting. The other type of artist does work, and the the payoff is seeing your client's face light up or the crowd's face light up. I've done a shit ton of design work and custom furniture and custom kitchens and all these things. And those alone are tremendous tasks to take on, especially for picky clients. But when you deliver an interior that really knocks it out of the park, even if you're past deadline and overdoing delivery, if you have absolutely created magic, when the client walks in and their face lights up, that it erases all the bad shit. And in the art world, seeing the recipient's face light up, it erases all the bad shit. You forget about the sweat equity that you put into it, and you're in awe. And that payment is larger than any payment I've ever received ever. The other brilliant payment is I grew up playing music. And when you are on tour and you are playing music, and I am a drummer, and when you're dead tired and you've been on the road 9 months and the last thing you want to do is go to work, right? Like your job as a musician actually becomes tedious. You're like, I just want to go home. But in those moments where you're exhausted, you don't have the energy, you'll be playing and you'll look up and you'll see a crowd of people that are singing the words to your band song. And that fucking return of energy is just like what I'm doing now, creating large scale art that when you turn it on, people flock to it. And it puts them in a mood to enjoy themselves and forget about life and lose their inhibitions and dance and party and experience life in the moment. It's a fucking awesome recipe. And when it works, people are really excited. And so I am involved with a team of about 300 people to deliver this massive thing. And when it goes right, it goes wonderfully. And we are in a better position this year than they have ever been. So I am super excited to be involved with what's happening. And as it happens, and especially after this event, I'll key you guys in on some of the people that I'm working with and some of the things that we are doing. But for now, we are keeping it under wraps. But it is a Silicon Valley, San Francisco tech crowd that is top notch. So this community is absolutely amazing. And man, there's good shit coming. And before we get into fucking a bunch of shit, which I want to do, I am going to say this. I want to deep dive on this, but I'm not going to. I am going to say this. Put Burning Man on your bucket list. If you are in the crypto space, in the NFT space, a collector, a seeker, if you are in the crypto space, you live life on a different set of terms. If you do not have Burning Man on your list, on your bucket list, you're making a huge mistake. The individuals that go to this event are the future forward thinkers, the revolutionaries, the tech wizards, the magicians. A very good friend of mine is one of the people that helped create Ethereum. And I met him at Burning Man well before Ethereum came out. The number of individuals that I have met at that event would blow your mind. Do not discount it as some hippy dippy techno, whatever the fuck you think it is not. It can be whatever you make of it. The community that exists at that event is on par with, it's amazing. Why is it amazing? Because in essence, everybody has anonymity there. It's dusty. It's crazy. There may be 4 days where everybody has got a scarf over their face because the dust is so bad. You don't have tickets to go to dinner. There's no making reservations. You go stand in line like everybody else. There, and that equalizer is the magical sauce that Burning Man creates. And it's like no event you've ever been to. There's no VIP section. There's no shortcut in line. There's no bouncer that knows your name that lets you in. It's person by person. And everybody's the same when you get out there. You can't buy anything. There's nothing bought or sold. When you go to a restaurant, there's no bill. You just say thank you. There's no check. There's no paying somebody to get to the front of the line. It's not that type. It's fucking insane what happens out there. If you do not investigate it, you are doing yourself a disservice, especially if you are in the crypto space, because that lets me know you have this ingredient of discovery in you, this seeker, this ingredient that lets you look beyond today for what is future forward coming. Go figure out what Burning Man has to offer. It will change your life. And trust me, it's expensive to go to Burning Man. And when many people think about spending 10 grand, let's say it costs you 10 grand for a week. Not that it could. Let's say it costs you 10 grand for a week. Most people don't want to spend 10 grand for a week to go to the desert. Period. You want to go to the south of France. You want to go to Brazil, like whatever the fuck your pleasure is. You want to go to Aspen to ski. Most people don't want to go to the desert. That's what makes it even more interesting. It really does. Go find magic. Put it on your list. Please, please, please put it on your list. All right. You know what? It is time. We are bringing chaos to clarity, North to narrative. It is Wednesday, July 30th. Excuse me. It is 11:01 p.m. I'm having a sip of hazy IPA because it's the best beer on the planet. It's an acquired taste. Acquire it, because once you have, you'll just smile more than you used to. Wednesday, July 30th. Tomorrow is my little brother's birthday. So that's pretty good. Listen, Bitcoin is clinging to this $118,000 range. We had the FOMC meeting today. It came in as expected. If you think about it, rates are kind of holding steady. Do we see this as this rate steady, right? Means certainty. Crypto market loves certainty to begin to pivot. Certainty is the plateau from which we boost off to the next level, if that's going to happen. Markets took a warning, which is really interesting. Sorry, that IPA went down the wrong pipe. We see Bonk. Are you guys a fan of Bonk? I have been a fan of Bonk since it came out. And this is an interesting little tidbit. The day that Bonk came out, I was in Miami Beach and I was doing a live space with ZK Shark, and it happened to be the day that Bonk came out. And when I think back to that, it's really interesting how much has changed, how much has changed and how much has not changed. I have learned a lot along the way. And those 4 years, 3 years since that day, the knowledge that you gain along the way, I don't know, it's similar to just living life, right? They say as an artist, as a musician, as a designer, as a comic, whatever the fuck you do, it takes 10,000 hours to perfect your craft. To get the corner kick in football, to get the perfect hike to the quarterback for the kick or whatever the fuck it is. 10,000 hours is an enormous amount of time to spend. What does that mean? It means you, in essence, at some point need to be possessed. Maybe you're fucking possessed with Fortnite or Crypto X. Unfortunately, the verdict is out on, is that going to be a return of value for your time? It is undecided. We've got this AI ingredient that is fucking up the sweet sauce of absolutely everything, unless we get paid by the government to sit on our ass. I don't know if that's coming, but we will see. We will see. Bitcoin dominance is rising fast. ETH dominance is also in the green, which we're going to get into. Altcoin season. So altcoin season, Bitcoin season. We're going to look at that chart as well. It looked like we were headed back down to Bitcoin season. Did we have a turn of events, and why? Is the FOMC clarity that we got today the start of this crazy run? And this is what's also crazy. It is the end of July. August is traditionally one of the worst months to be in crypto, but absolutely everything seems to be pumping. So we will take the pump. We will take the dump. I'm probably going to get dumped on. I'll tell you a couple NFTs that I bought because I'm a nerd and I love NFTs. And I just feel like there's a story behind them. I'm sick of trading meme coins. Yep. I said it. I'm too busy. Are you trading meme coins? Let me know in the comments. I'm not going to read them. Okay, let's get into some of this shit. We are going to look at the heat map. And this is a gripe I'm going to get to really quick. So normally I check this other fucking crypto heat map and I like it. But they're doing this shit where, like, after 5 seconds of looking at it, they're blurring the whole page. I don't know if you need to join, become a member. Fucking, is there a fucking golden egg somewhere that I can't find? I don't know how to bypass. Let's go to it. You know what? We can see ETH is pumping. ETH bumping means it's up 1%. Everything else is flat. I don't even know how to get into these little circles. Yeah, what the fuck kind of heat map is that? This is the heat map that I normally look at, and you're going to see these MFers. Watch this. Watch. Application error. A client side. Okay, listen. Let's see. Up. All right. Maybe they have this. Listen, I got on the phone with these guys. There's no phone support. I'm OG, so like I will find the number, and I found the number. It wasn't a 1-800 number. I dialed it and talked to these guys. I got the dev on the phone. Apparently, they're working on it. So we cannot go to that shit show of a heat map that has been blocking me. We will check in on the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. It is coming in at a 72. We're in the green zone. Yesterday, last week, last month, just fucking green. It is July, August. Some people are absolutely melting right now. Other people are in an earthquake zone. Other people are trying to surf tsunamis. This is not the time for the Crypto Greed and Fear Index to be greed. We should be in a different zone. Every summer since I've been doing this, we have been in a very different zone. Nobody gets happy till September when Congress comes back. Then we move into the famous Uptober. And then we have all the crypto nerds on October 3rd saying, my bags are down. Why haven't they pumped? And by October 15th, everything is literally pumping. So the norm is sell and may go away. October 15th is when the pump starts happening. People start buying in September, whatever you do. This is the flip of the script. This is the year it all changes. If you sold in May and went away this crypto summer, you are going to lose your shorts, shimmy shammers, and socks. That's it. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Look at that. On the 24-hour, 60% Bitcoin dominance. It's actually in the red. ETH dominance, 11.98. I was shit showing Ethereum dominance when it was back at the 9%. I have a very dear person in my life that is involved with the creation of Ethereum that I met at Burning Man. And I was actually saying, and I'm on wax, I was saying that Ethereum is the blockbuster of the future, meaning it is just going to get swallowed by its top competitor and the number one blockchain in the world, Solana. Hands down, Solana is coming for your money, and they're going to give it back to you. Ethereum is not. And this goes back to the gas wars, all this shit, the blob space that they're all bringing, all this hyper shit that's coming down the pike, saying that they want Ethereum to be the web computer. What are you talking about? It's the most confusing shit I've ever stumbled across. It's still confusing. Solana, super easy. Smooth sailing. Don't get me started with Ethereum. But apparently people like it. Is it going to rally? Is it going to rally hard? We're going to look at the numbers. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at $118,000. Little plus or minus, we will take it. It's still up 78% on the year. ETH, finally up on the year, up 17%. It was down 32% at one point when it started making its run. XRP, I hate it. I don't give a shit because I never bought it. Tether, who cares? That should not be on my list. BNB, my podcast, my Substack, for the last 2 years, saying BNB is an absolute steal at $650. It is the best deal you will ever see. It's trading at 800. It's going up. I do not think it is done. And salami, my favorite coin in the world, it is flat on the year, which means it is going up because it's awesome. Do you think Solana hits 200 before Ethereum hits 4,000? Let me know in the comments. I'm not going to read them. Dogecoin, keep this on your fucking radar. Holy shit. Okay, why? One, because more nerds have fucking Dogecoin wallets than you know what to do with. People that don't even trade crypto have Dogecoin. A bunch of whales just bought a shit ton of Dogecoin. Hyperliquid's having some problems. You want to get into it? Neither do I. Neither do I. The other thing I want to go down to is Toncoin, down 48% year to date. This is a Telegram partner, Pavel Durov, legal troubles. I think they're behind him. I think he's got enough money to just figure it out. He is, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Why is Toncoin down? Please let me know. Is this a huge buying opportunity? It reminds me of looking at Moonbirds at 0.3 Ethereum, and now they're at goddamn 2 ETH. 0.3 to 2 ETH. And I just sat there and watched them thinking, that's pretty interesting. Just like I'm talking about Toncoin now, thinking, that's pretty interesting. Am I buying any? Nope. Somebody sell me on it. In the comments, I'm not going to read them. Not one of them. Top meme coins by market capitalization. Gin. I drink it. I don't trade it. NPC, Comms, Baby Grok, and Doge. Doge. It doesn't matter if it's up or down. This is going to be a bellwether for when shit really takes off, in my opinion. Pudgy Penguins, they're down. Pengu token. When is your buy zone? These are things that you at this moment, you're not fucking trading this shit. These top meme coins by market cap also are market share, mind share. Pudgy Penguins is only going up in mind share. Pengu token. Luca's goal is to have a penguin. When you think of crypto, you think of a penguin. Maybe when I think of crypto, I think of an orange and white bee. A lot of people think of fucking Shiba Inu or Dogecoin, whatever the fuck your thing is. Some people think of Pepe, whatever made them super wealthy. That is their moniker for crypto. It can change if something overrides it. Just like search engines used to be search engines until people just said Googled. And then Googled is a word. If Pengu and the penguin becomes the face of crypto, that's crazy. Any news story, cryptocurrency is up 8%. They've got a penguin. That's the goal that Luca Netz has floated out there. It's achievable. It's a fucking cute penguin. It really is. Official Trump coin trading at $9.40. It is down. Do you think there is another activation by DJT that will just send this parabolic? Is there a buying opportunity? Is like these fucking things that are down in the red. Bonk is another. It's down 12% on the 7-day. I fucking love Bonk. It's a hold for a long time. These plays, SPX 6900. This is another one. Is the chart topped out? The answer is no. Now, what I'll say to this, I was talking about the doldrums of summer, right? July and August. What's interesting about this, even though we're not seeing crypto greed and fear index drop into this fear zone where people don't want to be here and they don't give a shit, people are still kind of engaged. Price is still good. Price is still good and nobody's here. Everybody's on holiday. When September and October actually come, this stability that we've seen through a time that is normally bleak, it is going to go shit show parabolic. These are the opportunities. I think altcoins, I think all this shit is still going to bleed into August. I think there are going to be plays to make. It's tough. to, I would start DCAing. I do think there is going to be, I don't know, I don't know what event, but the global mind share of what's happening with cryptocurrency is going to change. I don't know what the instigator to let it officially be known that it's real will be, but there's a shit ton of pokers in the fire, from presidents to world leaders to hedge funds to New York City Stock Exchange and brokers and financial advisors, all getting ready to pump crypto. BlackRock just bought another shit ton of Bitcoin. I mean, we're talking a shit ton. These are giant pebbles and BlackRock, right? They're smart. They're throwing these. It's on the blockchain. It's public, so you've got to throw this pebble in the water. They're not throwing it close to shore. They're throwing it in the middle of the lake, so the ripples take as long as possible to get to shore. But the ripples, the signals are coming, saying you cannot ignore this any longer. And the summertime, right? Think of how the government works. They make these weird announcements on Friday at the close of business. So stocks can't react to all kinds of weird shit. This summer, in my opinion, is going to be different than any summer you've ever experienced. It's going to be this quiet before the storm. All the signals were there for you to act on whatever you believe in, whether it's meme coins, your standard Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, or NFTs, whatever the fuck your flavor is. There's signals everywhere that buying opportunities are now. If you miss it, great. Enjoy your summer. But this summer's different than every summer you have ever experienced in the financial world. The speed with which money is maneuvering for the first time in history is unprecedented. No more ACH bank transfers like cryptos now. It's going to catch on. People still don't get it. And unfortunately, the fucking big banks and all the shithead fucking financial people, they're going to be the one to carry the message, right? We, the people, were not enough. Our voice was not enough. The voice will be told by the big players, and they will direct people through their funnel to get involved with the ecosystem. It won't be self-custody for them. It will be custody by whoever brought them into the ecosystem. But they are coming. They are coming. And AI is going to be the ingredient that fucking just cracks the whip and gets everybody here quicker than you anticipated. Altcoin season index. This is what I'm talking about. We are dab smack in the middle, which is kind of an interesting place to be. It means everything's kind of pumping. But we had this downturn, and all of a sudden we have broken back out toward altcoin season, which gets really interesting if you are in meme coins, all of these things. But a bunch of super smart people that I referred to and followed their information, they think we are going to have a summer dip in the altcoin season. Those people are also Bitcoin hodlers. So I don't know. You got to take it with a grain of salt. Pick your poison. There's lots of poison to pick because shit is getting absolutely magical. Now, we are going to get into some NFT shit in a minute, but I want to go through a couple of stories that caught my attention that are really interesting, and they may pave the way for some of your decisions as you navigate the crypto space in the next couple of days. Do you guys buy NFTs? I thought so. Smart. The SEC is coming up with this in-kind approval, and it could trigger, this is crazy, 710 billion ETF supply squeeze. SEC may soon greenlight an in-kind creation of redemption for Bitcoin ETFs, allowing institutions to swap Bitcoin directly for ETF shares instead of cash. Why does this matter? This would change drastically. It is going to reduce selling pressure and potentially lock up vast amounts of Bitcoin in ETF structures. Is this a good thing? Analysts say that they are thinking this could remove up to 710 billion in supply over time, creating a massive squeeze as demand outpaces tradable coins. These things, these stories, right? Whether they're exaggerated or not, we are going to start seeing different minds get it with Bitcoin and get it with cryptocurrency. If you're in this space, all of you had some moment where you were like, aha, this is fucking interesting. And it wasn't, in truth, right? Like maybe you came in chasing money, but at some point you were like, wow, this is different. I see the life force in this shit, and it keeps you hooked. If you're gambling, whatever the fuck you're doing, there's something here where all of us understood. We just pieced it all together. That aha moment, which took a lot of discovery back in the day, years for some people. That user experience, that user interface, it is going to be digestible to the masses super quickly, because just like I said, these fucking giant firms are going to start digesting it and creating the onboarding pill that we, the people, could not figure out. These giant companies, they will figure it out, and it's coming. Buckle up. Pack your bags when nobody's looking, and nobody is looking at this moment in time. We have Donald J. Trump. He dropped a detailed crypto policy when nobody was looking. Is there a Bitcoin strategy, a reserve strategy built into this package? Interesting. When I looked at it, there's some mining incentives that are good. There's tax relief for digital assets, which we all like. He's also proposing a crypto-friendly task force. That means crime is going to run rampant, and we'll take it. We will take it. Insiders suggest a deliberate strategy to shield his Bitcoin stack from security until post-election, possibly as a financial or political wildcard. I don't know about all that shit, but what's interesting, do people not understand that the blockchain is public, motherfuckers? There, you can, if you are good enough, you can track all of it. It doesn't take a giant sleuth. You have an AI agent as your friend. You can begin a directive and start figuring out all kinds of shit on your own. The magic is upon us. It's awesome where we are. We have Ripple's CTO as he is explaining why XRPL DEX isn't being used for payments, and I don't give a shit. Not one bit. Ethereum, happy birthday. 10 years. 10 years and still confusing as all hell. Can't figure out a damn thing. Will it be the global computer? Oh, I did a Substack article a couple years ago on Vitalik, and I believe his IQ is 253. It's not quite as high as mine, but it's pretty good. Like 253. That's just, it's so smart. It's retarded. Very much like Ethereum. We have Visa. They are dropping a $200 million investment into stable coins, which means I don't give a shit. They are just trying to funnel your mind through their pockets to play in the cryptocurrency space. Discover self-custody. Do yourself a favor. Be your own boss. JP Morgan now lets customers buy crypto on Coinbase. Why? This is, God damn it. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. When JP Morgan decides to handshake with Coinbase, Coinbase is retarded. They're degenerate crypto people. They have no fucking idea what's going on. JP Morgan is the fucking financial suit of the world, period. So when JP Morgan in their three-piece suit decides to talk to Coinbase in their fucking Nike Airs, whatever the fuck they're wearing, and hoodie, what's going to happen? The two are going to output a message that is digestible to anybody that wants to have a better life. Coinbase isn't able to deliver that message. The crypto community, we were not able to deliver the message to onboard people as a community. We kind of need fucking the Web 2 nerds and TradFi. That's what's happening. TradFi is getting involved. And whether it's good or bad, like, it's fucking gonna ramp shit up. It's like when punk rock became shit you hear on the radio. Perfect example. When Green Day first came out, they were a punk rock band. Same song, same shit. But as time passed, they became part of the fold, the fabric, whatever the fuck it is. That's not a punk rock band. They're a top 40. That's a fucking top 40 band, right? But the idea, where they started from and where they ended up are very different. And we are about to experience that with crypto. Crypto is no longer punk rock. It is JP Morgan. And maybe that sucks. Maybe it doesn't, but it's here. And JP Morgan does not waste time. Coinbase, they're fucking wearing hoodies and sneakers. They waste time. Not in the crypto space, right? They're doing their shit. But on the global scale, they're fucking morons. JP Morgan. Nope. Slam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. We are going to make shit happen now. And that is what is going to happen. TradFi is going to get involved with DeFi, and it's just going to be Fi, right? There's not going to be no more punk rock. It's just going to be music. There's not going to be DeFi and Centrify and all this solidify and mummify shit. It's just going to be finance. And it's going to become just finance fast. Not only does JP Morgan want to do it so they can funnel your attention span and get you involved through them, but artificial intelligence, they're not going to ever touch a piece of fiat currency ever. You think it's all about to get warp speed fast. Warp speed fast. I really think it is. Jesus, holy moly. We just saw, holy moly, this is pretty interesting. We just saw Base, Flip, Solana, and daily token mints thanks to Zora's content coin push. So there's some interesting things with that. I believe Jack Butcher may have put out something, and unbeknownst to him, the minute you decide to put out a piece of artwork, a token is created. And I may be incorrect in mixing in Jack Butcher, but I know that Jack Butcher launched some artwork, and inadvertently at the same time, a token was launched. So whether that's shady crypto behavior or it's somebody not reading terms of service, right? Like small print, you fuckers. Is that really how you want to play this? We're the small print guys. We're going to get you. Don't do that shit. If that's what happened, that sucks. We have Pump Swap. They are now dominating all of Solana DEX as the volume amid fresh meme coin frenzy. How fresh is the frenzy? Tell me what meme coins you're... No, don't fucking tell me. I don't give a shit. I'm not trading meme coins. I'm not going to do it. I don't have time for that shit. But I do have time for NFTs, and we're going to look at those right now. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So NFT land. We're gonna have a little sipski. Okay. I fucking love NFTs. So two things are happening right now. One, for the first time in not a couple years, but more, I have not been on OpenSea at all. Not at all. I am on OpenSea right now because I am looking at Ethereum. And in NFT land, people, the NFT nerds, think those are the best NFTs. In Ethereum land, it is the 10-year anniversary of Ethereum. In Vitalik land, if Ethereum is going to be the world computer, those are three interesting pokers to have in the fire, pointing you in the direction that Ethereum NFTs may have some validity moving forward. Which ones? I don't know. The ones people like. How do you know? You don't know. You follow the trends. How do you follow the trends? You look at price movement. There's also more than price movement. There's like this weird undercurrent that if you're not in the space all the time, you miss. But there's these weird signals that people try and find. So one of the signals is this, is I saw, and literally I've been working my ass off, creating art and doing other things. And at the end of the night, very much like tonight, I will hop in and look at crypto and NFTs and see what's going on. And if I see a ton of movement, it causes me to investigate. And a couple of days ago, and I even did it on stream, I saw a bunch of movement with Clonex. And on stream, I looked at a couple NFTs and I was thinking about buying one. And after the stream, I wrote a long post, and I didn't tag anybody or anything, but I mentioned a bunch of things surrounding Clonex. And the post got some, for me, traction is not what most people think traction is, but the post went around, and it was somebody from Clonex responded, and I liked they didn't give anything. There's a bunch of rumors floating around, and we'll get into what the rumors are in a second, but nothing was confirmed, nothing was denied, but it was just nice to see somebody's attention to what's happening in the space. And then I went back the next night and I bought a Clonex. And Clonex, it's interesting. It's a collection of 20,000 NFTs. And if you begin to go through it, the variety is fucking wild. And it's fun to look around. So some of the rumors that have come out, Takashi Murakami, the artist that's involved with Artifact and CloneX that helped put this together. I don't know, there was some interesting stuff about he may be doing some stuff with Louis Vuitton. And then I heard some stuff that maybe Louis Vuitton has acquired CloneX. Like it's just fucking rumor mill horseshit, whatever it is. It got me to start looking at CloneX, and the art's fire, and the community's really interesting. And when we see all the time, we see meme coins flop and get CTO'd and take off for whatever reason. In the NFT space, we saw it most recently and most successfully with Luca Nets and Pudgy Penguins. We are now seeing it with Spencer and Moonbirds. Is CloneX about to be CTO'd by the community for the community and delivers something that's different? With 20,000 NFTs, the community's fucking huge. The artwork is incredible. The 3D asset files are amazing. There's so many interesting perks. The affiliation with Nike, whether it turned into anything or not, it was still one of the biggest affiliations for any NFT collection, period. That's not something you have to die on. That could be something you breathe life into and live from. Hey, we worked with Nike and it didn't work out. Now we're doing this. So it just seems like this fucking CloneX shit is interesting. So I'm on board. I popped a CloneX the other day. What did I get? Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's gonna give me a sec. So that is the CloneX that I bought last night. And then I want to do this. So I kind of bought the hype, and there's a bunch of people saying that the speculation is horse-schwaggle. It's not going to amount to anything, but we'll see. I didn't buy this for the price. I bought, like, I started looking through this shit, and I was like, that's fucking interesting art. So I buy shit that I like. Next up, this is interesting. Okay, so again, I don't have a fucking shit ton of time, and I'll share with you in a minute why I don't have a ton of time. But I started watching the timeline, and we'll see this right here. Okay, Junk Your Sass. No, that's not it. Crypto Toads by Gremplin. There's something happening there. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. No bad trippers. Okay, so how did this come across my timeline? This morning, I started scrolling around, and a bunch of individuals that I follow said, hey, we just minted this shit. And I fucking hate that. I literally fucking hate that. Hey, I just got this for free. You can suck a dick. Here's what's happening. And everybody I know is like, I got on the whitelist, blah, blah, blah. Fucking fuck you. So these things start floating around on the timeline, and I'm like, okay, I like it. And that's the worst thing to say. Like, that's how they fucking get you with the NFTs. I like it. Like Bitcoin, they don't get you. Like, you're like, can I afford it? Right. But the NFTs, you're like, that's me. I like it. Boom. Anyway, a bunch of people are soft shilling this collection. So I start watching it, and I had a little ETH, like a little, like, like salt and pepper, a little. And I had a little Solana, just salt, very less. And I was like, okay, I'm going to convert my soul to ETH, which I'd never do, but I did. So I'm all in ETH. Now I just have still just little salt and pepper, nothing. And I'm watching the No Bad Trippers, and they passed how much ETH I had. I was like, fucker, this thing's about to run. Fuck. And I got to go to work, which just means I got to turn off my phone and go make some art. And so 2 or 3 hours goes by and I do some shit. And then I come back to the computer and I check and I'm like, fuck yeah, it's dumping. And then I'm like, I don't want this. It's dumping. Like, fuck. It came into my zone that I could afford it. I was like, now I don't want it. It's nobody wants it. People are taking WETH bids. Why would I want this shit? But I was like, and I hit buy. And I was on OpenSea, and I don't do anything on OpenSea because I've been on another marketplace, which I'm not even going to mention anymore. But I was on OpenSea and it didn't go through right away. So I was like, fuck it, and close it. Went back to my other marketplace, opened my wallet, and boom, I own it. So I got this thing at like the only price I can afford. I went back to work and it started going up again. So now the only thing I want to do is pump my bag so you buy it so I can sell it to you. Do you want to buy? I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to sell yet until it goes up. But if it goes up, I'll be really happy because I make terrible choices, not only in NFTs, meme coins, but in life. Many, many, many bad choices. But I create art every day and have my entire life. And it's a curse and a joy that I do it. I'll do it. Fuck it, I do it. But No Bad Trippers. I want you guys to think about this collection. It is by Transient Labs. It's kind of funky. It's kind of cool. There's a story behind it. It seems to be going up and down. And to let you know the secret sauce. So I had 0.064 Ethereum in my wallet. Right. Which was, I don't know, like $250 at the time. And I was like, you know, like I kind of get NFT crazy sometimes. So I try not to have money in the wallet, but it was there. So this thing, I was like, fuck, this thing is about to moon. And it went up past my 0.064. And I was like, I'm out. I'm done. Fuck. And then when it came back down, I was like, these fucking pieces of shit. Nobody wants this. And like, as I'm saying, nobody wants this stuff, I was looking at activity and I'm seeing WETH, meaning somebody's like just dumping into shit, meaning they're scared too. They're scared too. So I reached out my hand and I got some digital handshake back and I felt better and I bought No Bad Trippers because nobody wants a bad trip. And if you're going to Burning Man, you definitely don't want a bad trip. So that is, and so that is the Clone X that I got, right? Because that's just fucking interesting, fucking cool art. If you don't think that's cool art, you're a nerd. And did I show you my bad tripper? No, I didn't, because I tried to put it on my desktop and it didn't work. But that's what happens when you're fucking 100 years old. Sometimes shit doesn't work and you just go on about your day because you don't give a shit. That's like sometimes I have hairs coming out of my nose or out of my ears. I don't give a shit. I actually do give a shit, but I can't see them because your fucking eyes go bad. So all these fucking things start happening when you start getting older, and it's awesome. And I grew up playing music. I'm a drummer, and I can't hear out of my left ear. And as you can hear, I have a This is how I listen to the podcast, which means I don't hear anything. But fuck, getting old is crazy. This is my advice. Do not get old. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay young. Stay young. Enjoy you know how you stay young? Enjoy every fucking minute. Listen, nerds, if you guys have made money or you're making money in crypto, enjoy yourself. Really. Traveling, experiencing the world is the best medicine for the soul that you will ever give yourself. You don't need shit. You don't need any of that horse shit. You need to enrich your inside. It will fucking change everything. And you know where it begins? It begins at Burning Man. Of course it does. I'm in a 5,000 square foot art studio right now. I've got other people making a shit ton of noise. I have so much work to do. It's just awesome. We are working on 230,000 programmable LEDs as part of this sculpture. Do you know how much work that is to deal with 230,000 LEDs on a structure that's going to travel 1,000 miles to a remote location and have to set it up and have everything work? Do you know how many technicians it takes? It takes a community of 300 people to pull this off. And I'm helping run all of this magic. And it's awesome, exhilarating, and we are going to deliver some of the best experiences people have ever had. Go to Burning Man. I'm going to share with you what we're doing, how we're doing it very soon. If you guys tuned in, I fucking appreciate it. I really do. And as we tune out, I am going to show you what I've been doing recently. Thank you for tuning in. Boom, boom. I can't even share with you the final product of what we are bringing, but it is coming soon. I'm going to share the shit really soon. Really soon. You're going to be like, holy shit. You guys have a good night. Boom.